Today, I'm going to try something so that you don't have to. Anytime you go down to one of these Roman history sites in the south of France, you're going to see a bottle like this. It looks like kind of an old ceramic wine style bottle, and it'll say Gallo-Roman on it. Now, this is meant to be a representation of something that the Romans themselves would have drunk back in the day, first century, 2,000 years ago. And it's made out of white wine and honey and spices and herbs. And it's made for one purpose and one purpose only, and that's tourists. So you're going to see these. They're going to be 15 euros, which around here is a pretty pricey bottle of wine anyway. And I'm going to do this so that you don't have to waste your money on it and you can spend your money on a real bottle of wine, something that you'll really enjoy. All right, I'm going to pop this open, and while I'm doing that, we'll talk a little bit about wine in the Languedoc. Now, the Languedoc is one of probably the most unappreciated wine regions around in France. Used to be the home of really bulk table wine. They made really bad, large quantity stuff. In the past 20, 30 years, they've really focused on improving quality and have come up with some really good wines. And the really good benefit for everyone is that the wines are ridiculously cheap. So when you go to the store, you can buy a bottle for 4 euros or less oftentimes and still get a really good bottle of wine. If you're spending 10 euros on a Languedoc wine, you're getting up to the really high level stuff. And if you spend 20 euros, it better really be a darn good bottle of wine. Now, this thing's not cooperating very well. You may have seen there's a lot of wax sitting around the top, which is now flying all around my floor, but we'll get it open in a sec. The region here is extensive. It covers quite a long area along the Mediterranean, and there's a lot of different styles of wine, although you have a lot of the same grapes that you find in the Rhone Valley, Syrah, Grenache, Mourvèdre. But you've also got traditional grapes to the Languedoc, Carignan, Cinsault, Terre, and things like that. All right, so we've got it open. Let's see what this looks like. All right, we've got a glass. Let's give it a pour. For any of you who have seen my wine tasting notes, you'll know that I rate these things on a scale that goes from, no chance at all to meh to hell yeah. Nice color on this, actually. Interesting scent. It's very herbal, almost to the point of being medicinal. Not a lot of honey in that, but there's just a hint. All right, what do we got? Yeah, don't buy that. I don't even really know what to say about that. It's light on fruit, heavy on medicine. Although overall, there's not an overwhelming flavor to it. It's almost rather more like drinking an herbal liqueur, kind of like a Gentian, something like that. Cynar. Oh Lord, a Cynar. Although there's some sweetness to it. So yeah, at the end of the day, you're going to see these bottles. You're going to see another one as well. So you also see one called Hydromel, and we'll do this one later. Same idea, something a little more modern, but we'll give it a try in a future video. So to wrap up, to use my rating scale for this Gallo-Roman Recette Narbonnaise, this is a 15 euros. You're much better off going and just buying a 3 euro bottle of wine at the grocery store. Better yet, going directly to the wine producers and just grabbing a bottle there. You'll have a much better time and you'll make much better use of your money. Buy something nice. There's a lot of really good white wines in the Languedoc. Viognier, there's a lovely Chardonnay. There's great blends of Roussanne and Grenache Blanc and other such things. So try those, ignore the tourist wine, and you'll have a great experience. See you soon.